This is my life, my life.
We gonna see though. We gonna see. All right, so let's get to the episode, man. So today, this episode, you know what I'm saying? I had I thought about it and I was like, man, I'm gonna just do it. Power tripping. Don't forget to go like, share, and subscribe to the channel also. Off the Stoop podcast. All the love and support we can get, and we appreciate the love and support that we've been getting. But definitely go do that. Go hit that button. Power tripping. So this episode is about power tripping. This can mean in the workforce. This can mean as a boss. This can mean as a manager, supervisor. You name it. It can mean all sorts of different things. But the definition of power tripping, an attitude or a way of behaving in which someone gains pleasure through having control or authority over others. That's the definition of power tripping. So my question to you all is, how do you all feel about a manager or a supervisor who consistently micromanages? I'm gonna start with you, Metro. How do you feel about a manager that micromanages?
Man, as I got older, bro, and I done had many jobs. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I done learned to shut the hell up and just work, do your job. You ain't gonna be able to control what they doing at all.
Right.
At all. You just gonna dig a hole for yourself. At the end of the day, they still, no matter how much you complain, they still gonna be there.
Yeah.
And it's gonna continue going on. It's like a never-ending cycle, unless they do something seriously crazy to get some attention and get them out of there.
Right.
They gonna power trip all day, bro, and there's nothing really that you can really do about it for real. You just gotta go there and with the mind state, I'm just here to get my money, do my job, and get home safely.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And leave everything at work. At work.
I can dig it. What about you, B? How you feel about that?
A boss that micromanages.
Yeah. Manager, boss. Yeah. Micromanager, boss.
More than likely, that boss probably got somebody on their head that's micromanaging the hell out of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't really look at that like this person got character defects. You know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of got to understand it from their perspective as well. They got somebody on top of them coming down on them if something don't go right, so they coming down on you. It's just a natural order.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
As far as like just generally power, like using your authority, like out of pocket, you know what I mean? I think that naturally as humans, we built with some of these natural defects, and like if you look at Bible stories and shit like that, like it's always, power is always at the heart of all that.
Right.
I honestly, if you really want to get deep, circles don't really believe in racism like that. Like it's definitely more on the power trip side than it is a color side.
Right.
Because the people at the top don't care if it's they same color at the bottom either, because they just want to stay at the top.
I never thought about it that way. Never thought about it that way.
Oh, you better think about it.
Yeah, nah, you got a point though. Yeah, you got a hell of a point.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like the people in the hills don't care about the white people in the trailer park.
Right,
Like,
right.
That's just the truth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think we just built with that embedded in us as humans, and unless you're seeking internal growth or, you know what I'm saying, anything greater than, you know, these external, you know what I'm saying, confirmations that we get.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, unless you're doing that, unless you're really soul searching and all that, it's a pyramid. Everybody's a part of it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, DJ, what about you? How you feel about that? Micromanaging.
I feel like if you don't want to be micromanaged, don't get a job that you have to be micromanaged. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like for me, I don't like to be micromanaged either. So I became a truck driver. Like you tell me where to go, I go there. Tell me where to drop it off and go to the next place, I go there. Like it's no micromanaging in there. Like just pick something that you don't have to be micromanaged.
It's still
Start your own
micromanaged.
business, be a contractor. You start to get a skill. You can be a plumber. You can be anything.
Right.
Just if you don't like that, just don't be that. There's jobs that you have to be micromanaged at the end of the day. saying? So
I think every job you're gonna be micromanaged under some
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
some type of circumstance.
Right.
Whether you GPS, you still being
Micromanaged.
You can't get around it.
Nah.
Can't get away
What's
from
your
it.
definition of micromanagement?
So my definition of micromanage is someone that, just consistently just over top of you, pause. When you're in the truck, like you said, they got cameras in the truck, watching you. If you're at work, in a warehouse somewhere, and they consistently want to be around you and watch what you got going on. Someone that, like he just said, mentioned GPS. Someone that want to track your movements every day, all day. But I mean, in reality, that's any and every job. If you think about it, I mean, like B, you said, everybody has someone that's above them. So whether or not they're getting their end of the stick to where they just consistently getting hounded about shit, they want to people below them are going to have to get the same treatment, or will get the same treatment if things are not being ran correctly. So I guess it just depends on who you work for and what type of boss you work for when it comes to micromanaging. You know what I mean? I used to be a manager, so I never micromanaged. I try to let people work the way they work. I showed them that I could work alongside of them the way that I work. Whether you got the job done or not, it just always about your work ethic at the end of the day. But I never really believed in the micromanaging shit. That wasn't me. So that's how I feel about it, my definition. You know what I'm saying? So how do you all feel about a supervisor or manager who takes credit for successful projects, but blames all of the employee members or team members for minor mistakes? How do you feel about that, my friend? They take all the credit for everything.
Again, man, I'm different.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And I work in a big industry. You feel
Okay.
what I'm saying?
What industry you
I
in?
do fire alarm and sprinkler.
Oh wow.
You feel
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
You can't get caught up. That's they stuff they get caught up in,
Right.
bro.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I don't get caught up in that.
You just do your job.
I just come there to do my job. You feel what I'm saying? When you under the radar, they forget you there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. If you don't, what you're supposed to
If
be
you
doing.
doing what I do what I'm
Right.
supposed to do.
Right.
I don't be having no problems. You feel what I'm saying? As far as the micromanaging, yeah, that's some. I don't like being all over my shoulder, but at times,
Exactly.
you feel what I'm saying? Because there's certain. I work in government buildings. You feel what I'm saying? So
Right.
with that being said, there's certain places I cannot access. I have to be micromanaged when I go in. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So it goes hand in hand, bro.
It just all depends. Yeah, you're right. I agree with you on that. I agree. What about you, B? How you feel about, supervisor or manager or boss that takes credit for everything, successful projects? Say you did something and, you put it together and it works out, but they took credit for it. How you feel about that?
Again, it's a character defect. I ask people, recently I've been asking people, when you tell stories about yourself, are you ever the culprit in your stories? Are you ever the bad guy?
That's a good
Or
point.
is every story you tell about yourself, you just the victim or you the hero?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And to me, that's the same type of person who's never the bad guy. Is the same type of person that's going to take credit where credit is not due. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then when it's blamed, he's going to dish it out. You know what I'm saying? Instead of figuring out the.
That's a good point. That's a hell of a point right there. Are you the bad guy or the victim all the time? Which one are you? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people tell stories. You know what I'm saying? Like, which one are you though?
Are you
But-
want to take accountability?
I definitely do. I do. And you're right though. Are you? You know what I'm saying? You're right. DJ, how you feel about that, DJ? Somebody that takes, accountability, not accountability, it takes, credit for everything that goes on, or, what you might have done that's successful.
Well, I mean, that's like some totem pole type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
that happens in every industry. Like DJ Khaled does that shit. Like he'll get like Drake on the song, and Jay-Z or some shit, put him on the same song, be like DJ Khaled. Like he ain't making nothing. He
Right.
just got things together. He'll take credit though. Like this is my song. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
So it happens. It
Every
happens
day.
like it's part of life type shit. Like you use people for what they good for. Like if I'm a boss, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pay smarter people than me to make me more money. It just make more sense.
You got a point. It's a good point. It's a good point too. Yeah, you're right. Because it just all depends. Like I said, it just all depends. All right. What about a manager or boss who uses their seniority or control over team members? So you've been there. That boss been there for years, 20 years or so, and because they've been there for 20 years, they feel like they can talk to you, treat you however the hell they want to treat you. How you feel about that?
Respect is respect, man.
I was just about to go there.
Respect is respect.
Right.
If I treat you with respect, I demand the exact same thing. I actually dealt with that at one of my jobs, and I was ready to smack all fire out this dude.
And the crazy thing, you can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
No, you can.
I mean, yeah,
You can, but
right,
there's
right.
going to be consequences. Everybody
right,
got
right,
you.
right.
There's always a choice to your actions.
Absolutely.
So you can smack the shit out of
Absolutely
them,
right,
but
you
there's
can.
going to be consequences.
Right.
I didn't care about them consequences at that time. I was a lot younger.
Right.
But I didn't care about them consequences at that time, you feel me?
Right.
And he just kept talking to me crazy. And I'm like, bruh,
Yeah.
you not know how